स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Him is asking, Thakur is asking, Sri Ramakrishna is asking him, what do you think of Narena? Him, he is splendid master, yes, his intelligence is as great as his learning. Besides, he is gifted in music, both as a singer and player. Then too, he has control over his passions. He says he will never marry. These are the signs of an evolving soul who doesn't want to enter the world, who is in tune with nature through music, and one who is in constant touch with the divine, his own self. And another thing, he has control over his passions. The three aspects of nature, sattva, raja, tama, one who has emerged out of tamas, next strives to transcend rajas. Rajas is desires. Tamas is entirely different. It is almost like living like an animal. Eat, sleep, within the whatever nature provides, whatever nature is there. Rest of the time he is unconcerned about others, unconcerned about himself. A kind of lethargy, at the same time excessive anger, not willing to listen to others. These are all tamas. Swataha, buddhi is not there. He will not listen to others' words. So this kind of people, tamas, when he comes out of tapas, he sees he is possessed by. Till he comes out of tamas, he will not know he is possessed by desires. Putraishana, vittaishana, lokaishana. Desire for family, to live within a family atmosphere, putraishana. Vittaishana, desire for wealth and possessions. And lokaishana, name and fame, people has to appreciate me. So these three ashanas bother him. Then the question of self-control comes into picture. Here Sri Ramakrishna is just telling he has control over his passions. Passions means all aspects of desire. All these three ashanas, he is emerging out. Means all the desires are under his control. See, one thing is to not to yield, but not to be possessed by desire also. I possess desire, but I avoid it. Or in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, one who keeps the food away, for him food remains away, but the desire to eat remains. The desire to eat also goes away totally after the self-realization. The taste, I may keep things away from all objects of enjoyment, but still the craving for enjoyment, desire for enjoyment remains within. That also has to go away. then we say a man, Indriya Jaya, a man of self-control, who is not possessed by nivartante, aharaha. And when rasavarcham rasopyasya parandrishtva nivartate, rasavarcham, he has to become rasavarcham. Rasavarcham rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. After seeing the beyond, bodily beyond existence is Atman, beyond the universe is the Brahman. The same Brahman is there in us as Atman, the innermost core of our existence. So the whole thing is a person. Naren is not only his control over the passions means he has suppressed all his desires and sitting now. He is not possessed by desires. Desires has possessed him, but he is suppressing and keeping it. He is different. That kind of self-control of repression and suppression will not help. Transcendence. We neither suppress nor repress nor attack it nor yield to it, but we transcend and go beyond. Like a child growing. He is growing from childhood, balya, to yavana. So the childhood is transcended, it is not destroyed or given up or anything. He is overgrowing that. Like that, the one who has overgrown all passions, Naren belongs to an entirely different class. M. You once said that one who constantly talks of sin really becomes a sinner. He cannot extricate himself from sin. But if a man has firm faith that he is the Son of God, then it makes rapid strides in spiritual life. See, Sri Ramakrishna has told him, and M is recollecting and telling back to Sri Ramakrishna. One who constantly talks of his sin really becomes a sinner. That is, the negativity in oneself. We should never look at by chance something I cannot do. Oh, I will not be able to do. That thought should never come. If he can do, I can do. He is also human, I am also. Only thing, I may not have been exposed to that particular thing. Maybe I am not accustomed, I am not, but he is like a human being, I am also a human being. I may take a little time in that profession to enter and find out, but nothing is impossible. If one can do, other also can do. Even physical. See, I have seen lame people slowly by psychological means of encouraging them, able to walk, able to run. You can see even in the people who are afraid of water, swimming in water, later on. That is, it's I am what is making me fall down, which is making me depressed within, which is making me incapable. That has to be replaced again and again through the positivity. I have been able to do this. I have been able to. Each success in life gives a strength, inner strength to just look at all the things I have acquired in life. I could do that. I could do this. I will be able to do this also. So that positivity, holding on to positivity and discarding negativity. Any negative comes, immediately discard it because it doesn't belong to you. Positivity is your own property because Atman is Satchidananda. There is nothing lacking, it is Purna. Negativity is lack of things, absence of things. Negativity is not there in us. We are Chaitanya Swarupa. It appears from somewhere. It belongs to the Prakriti. And I attach it to my bodily existence. I'm spirit, I'm child of God. I have nothing can, you see, a room is there, I put fire here. It is white painted. People will immediately come and say, why are you putting fire here? The roof will become black. Roof can become black. But if I put a fire outside, will the same smoke stain the space or sky? It doesn't. Here I am putting the smoke and it may blacken the roof, but it cannot blacken the space in between. It is passing through the same space. Space is untouched by anything. It is always pure. It is unstained. You cannot stain space. You can stain all things in this world. You can stain waters, you can stain this, everything. But you can't stain space. Chaitanya is like space. Fire is there, fire cannot burn the space. See, in space it has given place, it cannot burn. It is unstained, nirliptata. I am Atman, nirliptata. Nothing can stain me. This is positivity, is my own nature. Negativity is in here. There are two aspects, the positive and negative. The positivity is essence of the Chaitanya in nature, and negativity is its own counterpart of the positivity of the nature. Beyond this positivity, negativity is the Chaitanya, absolute. But positivity is the reflection or presence of the Chaitanya in the Prakriti. Now, this positivity, why we are holding on, and negative we are giving up is, I want to transcend the nature. It is an essential part of, negativity is an essential part of Prakriti. I want to get rid of that. Suffering, bondage, all these are negativities. Now, these negativities belong to Prakriti. I want to transcend the nature and go. There is law of cause and effect. I want to transcend and go. Whatever I do, I should not affect me. Laws of nature should not. So I am giving up the negativity. Positivity is reflection or the presence of Chaitanya here. In Prakriti, what is like water vapor in space now, air, humidity in air. Humidity is presence of water in air, as air. Water, it is water vapor, you cannot see it, you cannot distinguish between air and humidity. Humidity is water only. Water in air as air. But it is water, it is not at all air. But it has taken the form of air to be with air. Like that, Chaitanya takes the form of Prakriti to be with Prakriti. So this is positivity. This is, now I want water. Nowhere water is there. Somehow I can condense this water in the air and drink it also. Hmm, just like fishes and all live in the water. In water, dissolved oxygen it takes. It swallows through the mouth and through the gills it comes out. And within that, the water, what is oxygen absorbed in water, is giving the oxygen to that fishes. Like that, the Chaitanya is pervading the Prakriti, and this is the positivity. Which why should I hold on to? Because there is a link of this positivity to the Chaitanya. Negativity has a link to the Prakriti. I will be bound to Prakriti. will be bound to my nature. Nature has to be transcendent, inner nature and external nature. Each negativity you are holding on will be ever in the Prakriti. Each positivity you are holding on, it will make you evolve to the higher levels of consciousness. That's why we hold on to that which is beyond. But we cannot enter into that realm. So it's as if it is something like a rope left from the unknown to us to hold on. All the forms of gods and goddesses are forms of like this in the world. This is also form, all these are Nama, Rupa and Guna belongs to Prakriti. But why are we holding on to the name and form of gods and goddesses? Because it is a link or the bridge to the Absolute, which is Nirguna Nirakara, ocean of eternal bliss, Ananda Sagara. So that has projected as Nama Rupa Guna. Prakriti also has Nama Rupa Guna. You can hold on to any form in this world, my child or grandchild, and spend your life. That's also form. God's form also, Rama, Krishna are also form. What is the difference? It represents Chaitanya, it represents Kama, Krodha. That much of difference. So we are holding any time, never touch the negativity, even if it is there in you. It doesn't disown it. No, it is not mine, it is not mine. I am child of God, I am child of God. That M has been taught in this way by Sri Ramakrishna. You once said that one who constantly talks of his sin really becomes a sinner. He cannot extricate himself from sin. But if a man has faith that he is Son of God, then he makes rapid strides in spiritual life. Means like now snail is also going, rabbit also is going. Rabbit is much faster than the snail. But galloping antelopes you must see. One leap will be many foot. We cannot imagine 15-20 feet. At a stretch, it will take the leap. So these are like taking leaps. I am child of God. To bring that awareness, constant awareness, and identify and feel it. Just words will not do. Imagination also will not do. You have to sit and identify, how am I child? So see, the day you start practicing, I am child of God. All the what is unwanted imperfections, impurities, all start going away. Similarly, I am Atman, Brahmamasmi, Manobuddhyakara Chittani Naham. Even if we are not Advaitins, even if we are not the Nirguna Nirakara sadhakas. Yet this, each time, wherever you are, whatever you are, bringing awareness of your real nature as Atman slowly expands, pervading your whole being. The purity of the Atman starts shining in your brain, intellect, in your mind, finally in your body. The whole body is pervaded by the purity of Atman. Constant thinking of Atman itself is sufficient. So these are highest degree of purity, the absolute ultimate purity that belongs to the Chaitanya is brought to the gross physical level of our existence. I have become pure. Nothing can stain my body also. So that kind of purity we develop. So Sri Ramakrishna is rapid strides in spiritual life. He is quoting as it is Master's words. Master, yes, faith. What tremendous faith Krishna Kishore had. Faith in God, faith in Mother, faith in the realized souls who say, I have realized God. Vedahametam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasah parastat. Beyond all darknesses of any type of this nature and of this world, beyond all those darkness, there is light and light alone. That light, I have realized. Vedahametam purusham mahantam. The great reality that dwells in the body, I have realized. Vedahameta, Veda, to know, I have known. Vedahametam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasah parastat. Like sun shining over the earth, he shines in all their hearts as spiritual existence. So, as faith, when sage comes and says, I have realized God, I have seen, you too can see. Have faith in it. Sri Ramakrishna says, I have seen, you too can see. Narayana asked this question to whoever from his early boyhood days, this one question remained. Have you seen God? He wanted to see a person who has seen God, who says, yes, I have seen God. He could not get till he reached Sri Ramakrishna. They would somehow escape from answering those things. Even when he goes to Rabindranath Tagore's father, Devendranath Tagore, he will be living in a boat house in Ganga. He never wanted to come out of Ganga. He makes a boat house and lives there. He is called Maharshi in those days. And everyone had a great respect for him. Naren goes as a boy, jumps into the boat, standing in water, and shakes the whole boat and then asks him, have you seen God? Only one question, have you seen God? He wanted to see, eager to see a person who says, yes, I have seen God. Rishi says him, Devendranath Tagore, he says him, you have the eyes of a yogi, you will be able to see. Naren turns back. That is not the question to the answer to my question. He pulls the door and comes out. He wanted someone to say, I have seen. At last, hearing about ecstasy in an English textbook, his teacher explaining Westerner, he goes and asks the teacher himself in the class, what is ecstasy? He gives whatever explanation he can give. Then he says, you want to practically see, there is one Ramakrishna, you can go and meet him. And through that, first time he hears of a person who has passed through a state where the world is not there anymore. Then when he goes and meets Ramakrishna, he asks this question, have you seen God? He says, not only I have seen, I am seeing Him more than what I am seeing you. More real, in more real sense than what I have been seeing you. Not only that, I can make you see God. There he first time hears someone telling, yes, I have seen God. Then begins his sadhana, inner awakening. Oh, just that word, I have seen God. Half of his doubts are cleared. Yes, someone is there in this world who has seen a God. And one day, if it is true, I too shall see. That's how he begins his journey. So we see him, faith, Sri Ramakrishna is telling faith. What tremendous faith Krishna Kishore had. He used to say, I have spoken the name of God once. That is enough. How can I remain a sinner? I have become pure and stainless. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavikraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.